Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Viewer Arena, the 14th episode, I believe this is, 14 or 15, not quite sure. This is a TVP versus James up in the top left corner, Red Protoss, versus Nonjuni, the blue Terran on the bottom left. I believe Nonjuni submitted this replay. Could be wrong though, but for now we will assume that Nonjuni is in fact the submitter of this replay. This is a TVP on Whirlwind LE. This is a Bronze League game, so obviously, I mean, not your DreamHack level skill here. I was told that this, I watched the replay once or twice before this. I was told this is a pretty good replay, and it is, for most of it. It is a pretty good replay. And so, yeah. TVP matchup that I don't quite, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about TVP, but so James opting for the Gateway on 9 build. I've never actually done this build. I mean, there are some builds, they're usually cheese builds that you get the Gateway on 9, but I don't believe that he's going to be going for that build simply because this is a Bronze League game. I don't think he's thinking about those high-level strategies. He could be, though. I could be wrong. Nonjuni sending a scout out. Wow. Whoa. And then he's coming back. So that's a pretty crazy scout. James opting not to scout at all. So, yeah. Getting the Gateway finishing up on 12, which is, holy crap, early. He has a lot of money in the bank. I don't know if he got supply blocked. Or there's no way he got supply blocked. Didn't send the probe back, but that's not a very big deal. Nonjuni finishing up his wall off with his barracks and depot, getting out a marine. Nonjuni appears to be playing semi-standard, at least for the most part, this early in the game. He's playing pretty standard. I mean, I don't know Terran builds, but Command Center obviously making SCVs, the gas pretty early on to get out maybe a tech lab or something like that. Early barracks on what I would guess like 12, 13-ish, making Marines, making everything else, so that's good. Cybercore gonna finish very early for James. He's also getting his first gas done, and that's going to be extremely late because you need 50 gas to get Warp Gate, and he's not even gonna saturate the gas, so his Warp Gate is going to be heavily delayed, and if he wants to go for any tech, his gas count will be extremely delayed too, so he's not gonna be able to get his tech out. So that's not good. Adding on a forge. So, I guess he's doing the 1-1-1 of sorts, the Gateway Cybercore Forge. That's not an actual real build. Pulls all his probes to scout. Maybe he thought there was going to be a proxy barracks in his base. He's pulling all his probes. Dude. But now let's go back to Nonjuni's base. Adding on a reactor to his barracks. That was a very heavy delay in mining time for James. Back to Nonjuni's base, he's adding on a factory and a tech lab to barracks. Seems like he's playing pretty standard for the Bronze League, doing pretty well. Forgetting to build SCVs, but you're going to want to remember to do that next time. If you are in fact the player, you are the submitter, Nonjuni. Ugh. Can't speak today, I can't English properly. James going for an early expo. Kind of a weird expo time after getting Forge. So throwing down the pylon at the front, that's a good choice. Then just leaving the probe there, I guess. Sorry, I'm trying not to focus on James so much, but he's kind of not playing well. Sorry if you submitted this game, James, but rallying 5 probes, that's never a good idea either. And not using your chronos, but this is Bronze League, so pass. Is he getting Warp Gate? He is not even getting Warp Gate. He has the gas. He's not getting Warp Gate, though. He's not adding on any units. And he's putting cannons in the front. Never a good choice. Cannons, you're going to want to have minimal cannons because they are pretty expensive, especially in the early game. So he's adding a cannon on each side to, you know, make it even. He likes to have things even, I'm guessing. Adding on a third cannon. Oh, God, James, please don't do this. Please don't do what I think you're going to do. Please don't do it, I think, 4th cannon. Please, James, just stop, please. I know you need to secure your expo, but there's an easier way, and that's with zealots, sentries, and stalkers. That is just the better way. So he's adding on a Stargate, not sending the probe back. Really needs to work on that. Going back over to Nonjuni's base, adding on a starport, not producing... Oh, he's producing Ghost Cloak. That's a little bit early for ghosts, not gonna lie. Not sure why he's getting out ghosts, but whatever. His build, not mine. Factory, still not producing practically anything. He's only producing a starport. He's not building anything. He's not building any units. So, adding another SCV, that's good. Back up at James's base, he's doing pretty well at chronoing out workers and getting the right worker count. 19 on this base, that's not optimal, but that's pretty good. I like the saturation. Is it 3-3? That's 3-3, that's good. Chronoing out workers, that's nice, but queuing them isn't. This is a pretty low supply game at the 20 or at the 9, almost the 9-minute mark. 8:30 minute. 8:30 minute, did I really just say that? 26 supply to 36, so could work. Oh, he added on more cannons. James, that's 300, 600, 900, 1050 minerals. Dude, I mean, I get you're floating, but don't spend it on cannons. Build units. I guess he's making a Void Ray. That's good, but still. Oh my god. James, don't build this many cannons. No. You're turtling, and pretty much the only way to win a turtling game is to get lucky. So this is going to be a surprise of his life. He charges up into the main and gets nearly obliterated. So that's bad. Is that another cannon? No, it's just a pylon. That's 2 more pylons. So he has 1 Void Ray out. So it looks like he's going for the Skill Ray, as Day 9 calls it, the Skill Ray. Obviously, the more Void Rays you have, the more skill you have. Not getting a Mothership Core. 5 workers in Rally. That's not too good either. Back at Nonjuni's base, he's adding on a CC. He expanded a little bit later than his opponent, but he also didn't waste over 1,000, like 1,200 minerals on his front. So that's good. Let's look at the units tab, see what these players have. The SCV count for Nonjuni is not good. Nonjuni, you definitely want to work on making more workers. 12 workers is not enough to saturate a base. You're going to want to be constantly producing workers all the time. There are no reasons why you should not be producing 2 SCVs at a time. All the time until 200 supply. Till like the 14-minute mark, you're going to just be making more workers. James is doing pretty well in the worker count. Not perfectly, but he has 40 workers, double his opponent. He's also got 3 skill rays with no upgrades. Not too bad. I believe he might be adding on upgrade right now. Nope. Players are literally not... Oh, no, never mind. That's the upgrades tab. Making myself look like idiot. They are actually producing things. 3 more... Oh my... James. James. Stop making cannons, please. Adding on a second Cybercore, probably for the upgrades, which would be a smart move. That's a lot of cannons. Stop making cannons. 2 more Void Rays on the way, and +1 air armor, which is good, especially versus Marines. It reduces their damage total to the Void Ray, because a Marine does not do much damage on its own, and with the armor upgrade, I believe it has 1 less damage, and it's only got like 6 damage it does. So adding on a siege tank, which is a good choice versus this kind of defense, but the only problem is he has Void Rays. And siege tanks do not shoot up, so, and you cannot get vision on the high ground without everything you have dying. So good luck getting vision. You're gonna die. Yeah, and he's throwing away a sacrificial medevac. Can he actually see up there? Nonjuni. Yes, he can. Wow. Very impressive. Only you're gonna force an engagement out of a bunch of Void Rays, which are going to kill you, so yeah. Adding on 2... Nope, he's not macroing anymore. Production tab, we see a fleet beacon. 2 more... Oh my god, James. James! How many photons is this? That's like... Okay, that's 2, 4, 6, 8 in the main. And then however many are down here. Is that another one? And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 16 total cannons. And right now, James is just going to wipe the floor with... Nonjuni, because he does not have anything that shoots up. Marauders do not shoot up, so forgetting to add on his 4th gas, not that big of a deal. Nonjuni, you really need to be producing workers, man. You need to be making workers. but you're just not. You need to be making workers. It's so important. Calling down the supply drops. You definitely want to minimize the amount of times you do that too. Putting in this siege tank, but that's not going to help you much. So we're going to speed this game up because this appears to be a turtley game. So we're going to speed it up to ×2. Adding on a fusion core and two more starports to get out Sky Terran, which would be a pretty smart move versus this, albeit Void Rays do a lot of damage versus armored. You're just gonna need to out macro him, which isn't gonna take much. Adding on the shield upgrade, good. It's the only upgrade that affects air. That's a smart move. Good job, James, for not getting like ground armor or something. I don't know why Nonjuni's going siege tank, because siege tanks can't shoot up, but still. Adding on 4 Vikings. 4 Vikings will do decently versus these Void Rays. Are Vikings armored? They are armored, so Void Rays will do a lot of damage versus them, especially with the upgrade, with the cooldown, the prismatic alignment. Adding on carriers, that's cool. And +2 air weapons, +2 air armor, 2 James, stop making cannons. I get your floating minerals, but make units. Please, man, I'm begging you. Make units. Units are much more effective than cannons. Albeit cannons do 20 damage a shot, which is pretty good, but they can't move. So, if all of these cannons were zealots or stalkers, you know how much in better shape you'd be? You'd be at like 150 supply compared to your opponent's 74. So, back to the Nonjuni cam. Go back over here. He's adding on another CC. Good choice. His opponent has kind of turtled himself, albeit he has broken out of his turtle. Thank God he didn't completely wall himself in, or maybe he did. I like the zealot to wall himself in. That's very cool. It's not even in hold position, though. I thought he was making a wall of cannons. But is he going to add on more cannons out here? Adding on the Tempest. Wow, he's getting every single sky unit he can. Holy crap, he's getting a mixed bag of Tempest, Carrier, Void Ray. Albeit, to give him credit for something, his upgrades are pretty damn good. Go back to the Nonjuni base. Let's look at the upgrades. Are they even comparable? No air upgrades. So in a straight up fight, odds are James is going to sweep Nonjuni. But with all these Vikings, though, all these Vikings could do a number on him because they do extra versus armored. So it's two things that do a lot of damage to each other. Versus, oh, I thought that carrier was on fire. Look at that, that carrier's on fire. That's so weird. But still, going back to what I was talking about beforehand, production. Oh my God, James, 7 more cannons. Is that even necessary? Is this even necessary? He has more cannons than units right now. I bet. Is there a buildings tab? No, there's not. He had 16 before, I believe. Then he added on 2. And then he just added on 7. So he's at like 25 cannons. Someone do the math and calculate how many minerals that is. That's like 25 times 150. That's insane. Oh, that's a scary air army. Too bad it can't hit cannons. But this army, and James is going to throw away 3 carriers practically for free. And then his whole army engages. But because they're Tempests do not do well versus Vikings simply because they're single shot weapons. Not weapons, units. They single shot and then take forever, so James's army is just going to get rocked or good thing he has a bunch of cannons. They actually sort of helped. Nonjuni kind of just sieging up James's third while taking a third of his own. Good job. Check if this is an orbital. Nope. Adding on 1 more BC, and James is adding on his +3 upgrades, so very good job on the upgrades. I like that. I like the upgrades. I usually forget upgrades too, just like Nonjuni. So the fact he's getting upgrades is good. Almost all of his, that is a, what is that, 6 health battlecruiser. Heading into his base, taking everything out. If he can kill the upgrade. Can he kill the upgrade? He killed the upgrade. That sucks. Will he kill the other upgrade? No, I think that one will finish. Ah, shit, says James. He just lost his upgrade. Is it going to finish? It finishes. So, all these Artosis pylons, I swear. Like, look over here. Artosis pylon, all of these. Artosis pylon, the rest of them. Holy crap, Artosis pylons. He got units out. Whoa. Whoa, did he produce these out of the gate? He must have. He has what, one gateway? He produced like 9 zealots out of 1 gateway. I like this. Why is the sound off? That's so weird. I just couldn't hear the sound there. I was like, wait, what? Yamatoing the pylons, gutting the main base. This game is getting pretty long, especially since this is just kind of an A-move like stomp. So you can just easily take out the pylons and the cannons are useless. So yeah. Killing off the third of James. Oh, actually James is going across the map to form a new base with, you guessed it, more cannons. He still has a carrier. Wow, how many kills? None. Holy cannons, man. Cannons are not going to win you this game. You need pylons, that's what you need. Because the pylons will keep your cannons firing. And it's a pretty messy base, not gonna lie. Not sure if the zealots can even get out. I'm not too sure on that. We'll see, I guess. Nonjuni really could just push for the kill. The supply difference is like 80. This game is pretty clearly over. Killing off the forge. Just kill off the pylon. Yep, Artosis pylons. What can I say? Kills off all this stuff. I thought those were actual barracks units, but I believe there's been about 6 barracks units in the game right now. Let's go to the units lost tab. Holy crap, that was not good for the Protoss. 21,600. Albeit he lost his whole base. So, Nonjuni showing that Sky Terran can actually be good versus a Bronze Leaguer. So he's probably just going to fly into his base and drop. Or not, he's just going to get obliterated. So shooting all those down, Vikings are just too good. Drop on that base and tear it to bits. Wow, he's expanding again up to the top, but that quickly is going to get demolished. Obviously, you know, not going to do it. Not going to, you know, get him any money. Although he does have a bank. He could just, like, if he had some production facilities, man, imagine the possibilities. But this game is looking pretty GG right now. Obviously, he's only got 2 more buildings after this. He's got 1 more building. Nope. Is he going to build more cannons? Please tell me he builds more cannons. Nope, he doesn't build cannons. And he calls GG. And that is... He tells him where the pylon is. There you go. Good job. So, he does not concede defeat. He instead makes Nonjuni kill every single last cannon. So that is the end of this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a pretty interesting game through and through. Obviously, Sky Terran versus Sky Toss. Not a game that you see very often, but still interesting game nonetheless. So please, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, favorite. Do all that fancy stuff. So yeah, I'll see you all next time, the next video, probably on like Friday or something, because I have no internet for the next 2 days. But still, see you all guys all next time.